Profession is you do anus metaphors on Newsmax. Your name is John Tobacco, you do anus metaphors. Say it back there. Say it back there. By the way, if Trump wants us to stay the course with his radical plan, you might want to think of a strategy that inspires our confidence, that you all know what you're doing. Like for instance, these tariffs. Is this a negotiation?
The president made it clear yesterday this is not a negotiation.
Let me make this very clear. This is not a negotiation. This is not that. This is a national emergency.
Okay, it's a national emergency. It's not a negotiation. Well, I don't agree, but at least I have some clarity now.
The tariffs give us great power to negotiate. Always have.
Oh, my God, bro. They literally can't even get their own story straight, dog. Oh, my God. What are you supposed to do with this? What are you supposed to do with this?
Too much rat poison. So what, is this a negotiation or is this permanent?
It can both be true. There can be permanent tariffs and there can also be negotiations.
How much White Lotus did you people watch? What is permanence in this negotiated life we live? Have a pina colada. Forget about if they're permanent or not permanent. What are we doing? How will this bring jobs back? What are these jobs? Commerce Secretary Lutnick.
Trillions of dollars of factories are going to be built in America. The army of millions and millions of human beings screwing in little screws to make iPhones. That kind of thing is going to come to America.
Oh, my God. They keep saying, too, like, oh, we're going to bring back textile manufacturing, which, number one, you're not. That's not happening. That's not happening. Number two, why don't they realize, like, high-tech, high-skilled manufacturing would be the direction the U.S. should go, which is why Biden did the CHIPS Act, which creates 115,000 high-paying manufacturing jobs for semiconductors, for microchips. Like, they really haven't fucking thought any of this through. And again, I'll point out one more time, there are no jobs that are going to come back here. None. The manufacturing boom is not happening. In fact, the opposite's happening. More factories that were going to open are now shutting down because they're not doing any industrial policy. And now with the tariffs, you just made the cost of building a factory way higher and they can't afford it and it's not fucking profitable. So it's not like, this is what I'm trying to impress upon people. Even if you think, yes, I want there to be textile manufacturing. I want people to be screwing in tiny little screws. Even if you want that, that is also not going to happen.
This is also that millions of Americans can develop the dexterity. I can't even get the lint out of the charging area on my phone. Now I got to do the Those are the jobs?
That kind of thing is going to come to America. It's going to be automated, and great Americans, the trade craft of America, is going to fix them. Mechanics.
Do you understand? He's saying, no, actually, we're going to automate it. And then effectively what he's saying is, we're going to create U.S. jobs to maintain the robots that are going to do the actual work. So it's not even about bringing back the jobs. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Robotics. That's what's coming to America.
So it's not the screws. We're going to be robot mechanics. The robots do the screwing, and we're just there to make sure the robots are lubed and ready to screw.
This is all as ridiculous as you think it is. This is all as ridiculous as you think it is. And again, I'll say it one more time. None of those things are going to happen because they didn't do industrial policy. There's no subsidies. Biden did in industrial policy. He did subsidies. 800,000 manufacturing jobs were coming back. 115,000 for the CHIPS Act alone. They froze all of that funding. So effectively they said, we actually don't want your 800,000 manufacturing jobs. We're just going to do tariffs and hope that businesses in the free market will go, oh, I'm going to build a factory for the tiny little screws. Like, what the fuck?
That is the American Renaissance. We are robot fluffers. We are waiting. This is all. So if I'm an American manufacturer, how long do these onerous tariffs have to stay in place to convince me to build my army of automated screw and robot mechanics.
They are definitely going to stay in place for days and weeks.
John Stewart from Popular Robot Mechanics. I've never built a fully automated robot factory before, but is days and weeks enough time? Or too much time? Feels like it would take a month. Well, I guess that's silver lining number one of this trade war. Want something even more underwhelming? Here's the Treasury Secretary on if we've heard the good news on the stock collapse.
One thing that I can tell you as the Treasury Secretary, what I've been very impressed with is the market infrastructure, that we had record volume on Friday, and everything is working very smoothly, so the American people, they can be very, take great comfort in that.
Is he literally bragging that the system didn't collapse in the sense that you buy something or you sell something and the order goes through? Is that literally...
Blink twice if you want to be saved. I was very impressed that in the market crash, the building is still standing. You know, the captain of I was very impressed by the way that the Titanic just slid into the water. Almost like it was taking a bath. Just dipping a toe. Those drownings should take great comfort in the lack of backsplash. But their best argument so far for any of this is the same one that we got about Tinkerbell being able to fly. You have to believe.
Don't panic, okay? You've got a president who understands business.
I am grateful for a commander-in-chief that has the business acumen.
Luckily, we have a businessman in the White House right now.
The president did write the book, The Art of the Deal.
He went bankrupt 6 times, y'all. He inherited hundreds of millions of dollars from his dad. He was part of the Lucky Sperm Club. He was born on he was born on, how does the saying go? He was born on third and thought he hit a triple. I think that's what it is. He went bankrupt 6 times. And also, by the way, if you go read about his business history, and you'll find out, first of all, just a litany of absolute failures. He sold Trump steaks, and he sold them only at the Sharper Image. For those of you that don't remember what the Sharper Image is, it was like a mall store back in the early 2000s that sold like gadgets and widgets, like a chair that massages you or something. And he sold steaks only at the Sharper Image. Trump the board game. He got in, get this, guys. He got into the mortgage business in 2006, right before the massive crash. He has a track record of stiffing his workers left and right. Electricians and plumbers, the people who actually built his hotels and casinos. He stiffed them. And this is the guy that they're, bro, you got to believe he knows what he's doing, bro.
He's a master negotiator, and he does know the art of the deal.
Oh. We're supposed to trust this guy because he wrote The Art of the Deal. That's it. You ever say, I got the book, Art of the Deal. Yeah, that's why we're supposed to trust him. You ever look at Chapter 9 in Art of the Deal? It's about how smart Trump is about his casino in Atlantic City. Oh, yeah, Chapter 9. I built a casino in Atlantic City. I'm a business genius. Whatever happened to the casino, Donald?
Being in the cult really does rely on not knowing anything. Like being in the Trump cult, it really does rely on that. At this point, it's inexcusable. He's been on the public scene as a political figure since 2015 in the races, right? Like, and you don't know these things about him? That's not a red flag to you? I mean, it's inexcusable.
Trust me. Look, you make a big announcement, but your reciprocal tariff formula was just the trade deficit divided by imports equation. And when you got busted on that, you threw out this ridiculous calculus problem that's just shapes. That it boils down to the trade deficit divided by imports, which is the formula that got the rich country of Lesotho hit with 50% tariffs. Lesotho. Yo, your free ride's over, you denim-making fat cats. But we continue to blame everybody else in the world that we designed and policed after World War II. We're the richest country in the world, ever. We're not the world's victims. If we have inequalities in this country, that's on us. It's not a supply problem. It's not unfair trade for the most part. It's an investment and distribution problem. It's our And I'm not saying we can't make adjustments and renegotiate things, but it did.